All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a story from a high school in Sikkim, India that starts out simple enough, but believe me, it spirals into a truly dark tale of obsession, violence, and even alleged black magic. This is one of those stories that really makes you question what's real when fear takes over.
And this is where it all kicks off, with this single cryptic warning. It hangs over every single thing that happens next, and it sets a deeply unsettling tone right from the get-go.
So, let's set the scene. Our narrator here, his name is Hemant, and he's just a regular high school student in Sikkim. You know the type, life is pretty good, he's got his friends, he's got a long-term girlfriend he's been with since middle school, everything's cruising along. But, as you can probably guess, that's all about to get turned upside down.
So this new girl, Rishika, shows up, and right away, something's off. She just isolates herself, sits in a corner. And it's not like she's just shy. No, this feels different. It's like she's putting up a giant invisible wall. People try to be nice, say hi, but she just shuts them down. For weeks, she's a total mystery.
And then, bam, that silence just shatters. Out of nowhere, she gets into this brutal fight with another girl. And it gets nasty. Rishika actually bites the other girl's nose, hard enough to draw blood. But here's the kicker. Her wealthy parents get called in, and what do? They just throw money at the problem. The whole thing gets swept under the rug. But for Rishika, well, she gets a brand new nickname, Psycho. And yeah, after that, everybody gave her a wide berth.
So after that whole incident, Rishika is totally alone, which honestly seems to be exactly what she wanted. But her weird behavior isn't over, not by a long shot. It just finds a new target.
This is where Hemant gets pulled in. He starts noticing something really creepy. Rishika is just staring at him. And I don't mean just a quick glance. We're talking a constant, unblinking stare. All day, every day. He'd look up, and there she is, locked on him. Doesn't even look away. It's super unsettling. But he decides, maybe it's better not to tell his girlfriend. Doesn't want to start any drama.
But after a while, enough is enough. He can't take it anymore. So he corners her in an empty hallway and just tells her flat out, "Stop looking at me." And her response? Wow. She just gives this little smile and says that line. Warnings often lead to something unusual, something that is bound to happen to you. I mean, what do you even do with that? It's completely bizarre and, frankly, terrifying.
Okay, so after that incredibly weird warning, things escalate. Rishika's obsession goes from just staring to straight-up provocation. All that tension that's been building up, it's about to explode.
So get this, in the middle of class, Rishika actually moves her desk so she's sitting right in front of Hemant and his girlfriend, and she turns around and just keeps staring. His girlfriend, obviously not having it, tells her to knock it off. Rishika just ignores her, and then she reaches back and touches Hemant's chest. That's it. That's the breaking point. His girlfriend just loses it, slaps, punches. It turns into this massive, vicious brawl. And in the middle of the chaos, Rishika yanks out a huge chunk of his girlfriend's hair before she finally gets taken down.
All right, so after that crazy fight, Rishika is gone for a whole week. Hemant and his girlfriend are totally on edge, just waiting for some kind of revenge from her powerful family. But when she finally comes back, her whole vibe is different. Unexpected even. A few days later, Rishika walks into class and announces it's her birthday. And she's got these traditional Indian sweets, laddus, and she's passing them out to everyone. When she gets to Hemant and his girlfriend, they're obviously suspicious, right? But they also feel a little guilty about the fight, and they figure, hey, maybe this is an olive branch. So reluctantly, they each take one. So Hemant takes a bite of his laddu, and it tastes off, like really stale, almost rotten. He immediately spits it out, but his girlfriend, she eats hers just fine. Then she sees his uneaten sweet and, well, she eats that one too. A tiny little decision, right? But it's about to have some massive consequences. That very same night, things go downhill, fast. Hemant's girlfriend gets incredibly sick. It starts with dizziness, but then it turns into violent, non-stop vomiting. It's so bad, so sudden that they have to rush her to the hospital. And the doctors, they have no idea what's going on. She's lost a ton of weight, practically overnight. She's super weak, but all the tests come back with nothing. They're totally baffled.
So his girlfriend's in the hospital, the doctors are clueless, and Hemant is just freaking out. And then a really weird visit happens that connects all the dots in the most sinister way.
While he's at the hospital, his mom calls. She says, "Hey, one of your school friends stopped by and dropped something off for you."
And from her description, Hemant knows instantly it was Rishika. He just drops everything and rushes home. His mom hands him this little box she left. The second he opens it, he's hit with this just awful, foul smell. I mean, unspeakably bad. And what's inside? A lock of long dark hair. He doesn't get it yet, but man, is he creeped out.
Okay, so Hemant goes back to the hospital, and his girlfriend is sick again. She's vomiting. And then he smells it. It's the exact same disgusting smell that came from that box. And in that one moment, it's like a lightning bolt. It all clicks. He knows. He knows Rishika did this. He is absolutely furious. He gets Rishika's number, confronts her, and she agrees to meet him at school the next day. And when they meet, she just calmly confesses to everything. She admits she used that lock of hair, the one she ripped out during the fight, to do black magic on his girlfriend. And then she says, once his girlfriend is gone for good, she's going to use that same magic to make Hemant hers, forever.
This is where it gets even weirder. As Rishika is telling him all this, Hemant is suddenly overcome by this terrifying, almost inhuman urge. He literally feels this intense desire to bite her, to drink her blood. It's so powerful his mouth starts watering. It scares him so badly that he just shoves her and runs for his life.
So, Rishika has confessed. The truth is out. Hemant is now terrified for his girlfriend and honestly, for himself too. The story is just hurtling towards its really dramatic and ultimately tragic ending.
Totally desperate, Hemant finally tells his parents everything, the whole story. Now, his family is Christian, so they go to their local priest for help. The priest gives them some instructions, says some prayers, and it works. Incredibly, his girlfriend starts to get better. She makes a complete full recovery and gets to go home from the hospital.
Meanwhile, back at school, word gets out. The story about the fight, the mystery illness, the black magic, it spreads like wildfire. Rishika, who was already an outcast, becomes something else entirely, a pariah. People literally move their desks away from her. They're terrified she'll snatch their hair to curse them. She is now completely, utterly alone.
And then, one day, the principal gathers everyone for an assembly, and the news is just devastating. Rishika has died by suicide. But that's not all. The school reveals something nobody knew. Her father was incredibly abusive. All that silence, that isolation, it was a reflection of the horror she was living through at home. And suddenly, the whole story gets a lot more complicated.
And that right there is what makes this story so haunting. You know, Hemant's first reaction was that it was karma, right? That she got what she deserved. But when you hear about her home life, it just changes everything. And it leaves us with this really tough question. Was her fate some kind of cosmic justice for a tormentor? Or was it just the tragic end for a lonely, abused girl who was finally pushed way too far?